So you are dealing with a narcissist. You have been in a relationship with them. They keep turning you on and off. You are experiencing narcissistic abuse. We're going to walk you through the process. Click like and subscribe. You're going to be glad you did. Number one, they are wearing a mask. You must understand this. You must understand that they're wearing a mask. That's how they are able to abuse you. They're making you feel bad about yourself. They're putting you down. They're making you feel worthless. How are they able to do this? Because they wear a mask. They're not who they really are. It seems like they're not a person full of rage because they blame you for making them feel angry. They blame you for causing them to outburst with rage. And you're trying to figure out, what did I do to make you talk negative to me like this? What did I do to make you put me down and say that I'm nothing, say that I'm this and I'm that, I'm ugly, I'm worthless? They make you feel that way. But in the relationship, they told you how much they love you. I'm going to be with you forever. I love you. Here's a good one. You're my only one. You're the one and only. And they make you feel like there's nobody else. And the whole time they are talking to multiple people. But the reason why they're able to get away with this is because they are lying to you. Meaning they are wearing a mask. The person that they showed you in the beginning of the relationship, in the first few months of the relationship, is not who they are. As time passes, they get tired of wearing the mask. They get tired of pretending. They get tired of keeping up with this facade so they can continue to get supply from you. Now, you may be thinking, okay, now why they're doing this? I don't understand why they're treating me this way. Because you're kind. That makes them feel good about them, right? In their mind, your kindness is because they're awesome. In their mind, you're being kind to them because they look good. They are all of that. You like them. You like the way you dress. They feel like you are being kind to them because they're just all of that, right? But you are naturally kind. You're kind to everyone because you are a kind person, right? Why me? Why they're choosing me? Why they're mistreating me? Because you show empathy and you care. They see that you care. They see that you genuinely care about people. But in their mind, you care about them. You care about them because the sex was good. You care about them because they feel in their mind that they are the best thing that ever happened to you. And they feel like you ain't got nobody else that would be willing to be with you the way they be with you, the way they spend time with you, the way they stroke you and love on you and stroke your ego and emotions and love on you. And they spend all this time with you in the love bombing phase. That's why, because you are genuine, you are authentic. They don't have that. They pretend it with you. They mirror your actions, right? They show you who you were. And you like that because that's who you are. You're kind, so they was kind to you. You show empathy, so they pretended to show empathy. You showed them that you care, so they pretended to care. Well, Marquez, how do you know that they was pretending? Because here's the next thing. Number two, they're very superficial. See, when you care, it was thoughtful, it was meaningful. You spent more time with them. You listened to them. You engaged. It was intimate. But with them, it's very superficial. It's shallow. They bought you a gift. They bought you something material, right? If you notice, they're not as in depth as you are. You're in depth. You bought the car and you wrote something very meaningful and thoughtful, and you expressed yourself and you was vulnerable, and you wrote down your thoughts with the gift, with the love, and you put a lot of time into it. But with them, they just quickly bought something, made it look amazing. They very grandiose. They shared it with you with grandiosity, and they baited you in, and you like, oh, they love me. But you didn't notice how superficial they were. Number three, they are actually hurting on the inside. They're miserable on the inside. Their inner world, their inner self, they are unhealthy. They're not healthy. You must understand this. How do you know that they're not healthy? Because you're asking yourself, why are they so inconsistent? If they were healthy emotionally and stable emotionally, the relationship wouldn't be up and down, on and off. Now, I want you to understand something. Now, this is what's very confusing, and this is why it's abusive, and this is why we're unmasking this abuse layer by layer. Right? Because they told you that they want to be with you forever. They told you you guys are going to get married. They don't see themselves with anybody else. And they got you on the hook, and you looking forward to it, right? You looking forward to the weekend with them. They got you feeling excited and anxious to spend time with them on a weekend. They got you anxious and excited to get married a year or 2 years from now. They keep talking about the future all the time. They keep talking about all the things you guys going to do when you're older. They always talking about, oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to travel together. I cannot wait till we go to Paris. I cannot wait until I take you here. Oh, I cannot wait until we go get this hotel, and I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to do that to you. Oh, you this, you this. They are appealing to everything that you desire, but they're putting it out there in the future, and then they'll give you a little tease right now. They have to keep you in that state of anxiety. Always anxious, ready to spend time with them, ready for the next thing. They're abusing you. They're doing this. This is a plan. They're priming you. They're grooming you. And the reason why you feel so bad, because they're getting ready to turn you off when they keep talking to you about the future, about what's coming next. Right? And you feel bad. You're like, wait a minute, you just told me we're going to get married. You just told me we're about to have a good weekend. And then when Friday comes, they start turning you off. They start turning you off. You know why they do this? They do this because they feel that they are in control. They do this because they want you to be there when they need you. So now that they got you wrapped up, and now that you're complying with them, and now that they have you under their control, this all in their mind, right? Because they're unhealthy. Remember, they're not emotionally stable. So what they do, now they got you taken care of. They don't have to keep wooing you and pursuing you. They already got you. So they start winding you down on that Friday, and then that Saturday, guess what they do? They go out for a new supply. Yes, they go out and they get that new supply, or they start texting that new supply that they already start to groom, because they used to groom you, but now that they got you, they grooming somebody else through the text, and then I'm going to go meet this person. So they got you, and then they got this other person that they're grooming and getting ready on the text. Then they got this other person that they're spending time with in person on that weekend, and then they're asking you, hey, because they already know, they told you, right, that you're gonna hang out that weekend. So they're like, hey, are you available at this time? We're going to do something at 8 o'clock. We're going to go get something to eat. So now you waiting all day. You on the hook all day, all ready to spend time with them. And you excited, and you at home, and you getting ready. You spending all this time getting ready to spend time with them at 8 o'clock. And guess what they're doing? They're already out spending time with somebody else. This abuse has to stop. This abuse has to stop. How do you deal with it? This is the question that I got the other day. The question that I got the other day was, how do I deal with it? How do I deal with this person turning me on and off? I'm going to tell you, just like I told this person yesterday when they asked me this question. And I know you're wondering the same thing. How do I deal with it? Because you're dealing with a narcissist. Here's what you need to do. Allow them to believe their own reality. Let me explain it and walk you through that. If you confront this narcissist about what they think, about what they feel, about what they are doing, and you confront them for abusing you, it's going to turn into a verbal nightmare. Abusive people continue to abuse people. So when you bring this up, they're going to say, you are abusive. You are controlling. You are the problem. They are, number 3, gaslighting you. gaslighting you. They're switching it, putting the blame on you, making you doubt yourself, and that's also manipulation and control. They live in lies, manipulation, and control. That's how they get you, and they throw you off mentally and emotionally. Your hormones have not been balanced since you've been engaging heavily into this relationship. It affects you because you are not superficial. You are an intimate, a person that shows empathy. You are empathetic. You love them. You truly care about them. You're trying to build with them. You are mentally thinking long term. They are thinking short term. They're not thinking being with you forever. They are thinking short term. What they're thinking is, I'm going to tell them whatever they want to hear right now so they can continue to give me supply. What is this supply all about? Supply of pleasure. You're giving them the supply of pleasure, whatever they want. It could be food, just hanging out with them, eating the food that they want to eat. Because in their mind, when they take you to a restaurant, they're actually taking you to somewhere they want to eat. Their favorite restaurant. They want their favorite cheeseburger, but they include you, tricking you to think like, oh, this is our favorite burger place. No, it's their favorite burger place. They're creating these false memories with you, and your world is real. In your world, you feel it. In your world, it's special. In your mind, wow, this is our special burger place. And then it may be a song. They say, oh, this is our song. In reality, it's their favorite song. You don't even like the song. You don't even really care about the song. But because they gave the song and presented the song to you like, this is our song. And they get all emotional, and they faking and they jaking, they pretending, keeping you on the hook, keeping you in a state of anxiety. All of this is abuse. All of this is emotional abuse. All of it is abuse. And you don't have to take this anymore. I know that you're listening to this video right now and you're saying, this is what I needed. Share your story in the comment. Share your story in the comment. Let me know if you're experiencing this, how you are experiencing this. At what point did you experience it? How are you dealing with the turning on and off? See, you got to let them believe their own reality, because if you continue to engage with them and you confront them, they're going to turn it on you. So you cannot do that. Let them think what they want to think. If they think they all of that in a bag of chips, allow them to think that they're all of that in a bag of chips. They're constantly talking about themselves. Just let them talk about themselves. Why? Because two are better than one. See, in this relationship, you get upset. You get angry because you're not benefiting from the relationship. They are benefiting from the relationship. They're constantly getting what they want when they want. See, they gave you what you wanted in the beginning, and now you're still chasing that. They want you to chase them. They want you to pursue them. They got you right where they want you to be. But this is the time and season for you to allow them to believe their own reality. You're not agreeing with them. You're just allowing space and time for them to believe what they want to believe. What's going to be the benefit of this for you? How is this going to benefit you? Because you're not going to be in a state of anger, arguing with them, going back and forth, giving them more attention, because you're not arguing with them. Why you're not arguing with them? Because you are allowing them to believe their own reality. You are allowing them to believe whatever they want to believe. So there is no back and forth, because you're not challenging them. You're not telling them, oh yeah, I disagree with that. Oh, you know what? That's not what you said. You're going back and forth. That's what they want, because even negative attention is still attention. Right? So if they said, hey, I told you about this movie. It's a great movie. Did you enjoy it? Do you like how I recommend that movie to you? And you know they lying, and you know they didn't recommend that movie to you. Just let it go. Let it be. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good movie. You're not lying. What you're doing is allowing them to be who they want to be. Why? Because if you engage with them, they're going to cause you to start acting like them. They're going to cause you to become toxic like them. That's the goal of the narcissist, is to pollute you. They want you to be polluted just like them. Have you ever heard the saying, misery loves company? What did Maya Angelou say? When someone show you who they are, believe them. When somebody show you who they are, believe them. Allow them to be who they are. Allow them to be a liar. Allow them to be a manipulator. Allow them to be full of pride. And when you do that and you start distancing yourself from the pride, you start distancing yourself from their manipulative behavior, and you don't play the same game that they're playing, you're going to begin to feel your sense of worth and sense of self-dignity come back to you. You're going to start focusing on being humble and walking in humility, and while they walk in pride, because as they continue to walk in pride, they're going to fall. They're going to make mistakes. Things are not going to work out for them, but things are going to work out for you. Things are going to work out in your favor. Things are not going to work out in their favor. So this is why you have to allow them to be who they are. You stay humble. Don't allow them to abuse you. Don't allow them to continue to use you. Don't allow them to continue to put you down, but connect with people like you, like-minded people. Give relationships time to develop. Now, there may be a few relationships in life where you've seen somebody knew each other for 6 months, they got married, they've been together for 50, 60 years. That don't have to be your story. Give it time. The narcissists rush you into things. They push you into things. They get you emotionally flared up, and you get emotionally high. You like in an emotional trance of love and gratification and pleasure. Have you ever noticed that? Why things are not just stable like this? Why things have to be up so high? Why you gotta have these old high moments? Why do they have to overstimulate you? Why? Because they want you to stay on that dopamine fix. Because when that dopamine comes down, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go back to them because now you need a fix. They're like a drug. And they're intentionally doing this. They are intentionally putting you on a high. They're doing this intentionally. It's their narcissistic strategy, narcissistic abuse, and we are unmasking it. I want you to click like and subscribe. I want you to watch other videos on this channel. You're going to survive. You're going to thrive. Life out the narcissism. You're going to get out of this relationship. You're not going to stay in it. You're going to get back to yourself. You're going to get strengthened. Your hormones are going to be balanced again. You're going to get your faith back. You're going to get your strength back. You're not going to be emotionally unstable. Consistency is coming back to you. Yes, stability is coming back to you. Your finances is going to get back stable. They're not going to keep draining you of your resources, causing you to pay for it. You putting gas in the car. You using your gas. You spending your money on the food. You spending your money taking them to the movies. You're spending your time. They're draining the life out of you. But your life is now coming back to you because you're getting the validation and the encouragement that you need. And now you're going to be connecting with people that really care about you. This next relationship that you go into, this next season of your life that you go into, it's going to be somebody who really care because you're going to slow down and you're going to take your time. You're going to truly get to know the person. You're not going to let someone take you fast and pretend that they care, pretend to show empathy, pretend that they love you. They pretend to be supportive, and they do it quickly so you don't have time to unmask them. Be patient. Take your time. Be patient. Take your time. Rebuild. Rebuild yourself. Rebuild, reclaim your self-esteem, and reclaim your inner self. I'll talk to you soon.